brings all the boys to the yard. And they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, yard.
Welcome back to the Hyrox Academy. I am the Hyrox trainer. You can also find me or come across me on Instagram. It is the Rocks Coach. I'll put all the links in the description box below. But as you can tell by the title of this video, this one is all about wall balls, how to improve your wall balls, how to work on them, make them efficient, and also maybe a wall ball workout which will help you build capacity in the movement and hopefully allow you to get 100 wall balls unbroken on race day. So before we get started, please hit that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so please help us get there. So yeah, this video, I'm just going to basically talk about wall balls. I'll put some clips somewhere on the screen to give you some kind of idea of what I'm talking about. But let's just dive into the wall ball. So the wall ball is the last station of a Hyrox race. It is 100 wall balls to finish, and you probably see a lot of videos online of good reps, bad reps, people calling people out. So this video is to help you to not become a meme on Instagram. So hopefully this video helps you. If it does, please check a comment in the comments below, and I'll do my best to reply back to you guys. So yeah, a simple one. Wall balls, it basically come from the world of CrossFit. Myself, I've been doing CrossFit since 2012. Started coaching in CrossFit 2016. I've also competed in CrossFit as well to a high level. So I'm very familiar with wall balls. I normally train with a 30-pound wall ball to a 12-foot target. So when it comes to competitions in CrossFit or Hyrox, a 9-kilogram wall ball to 10-foot or 11-foot is pretty easy. So let's talk about setting up the wall ball. So a lot of people find it hard. There's a lot of communities, Hyrox communities online now, and a lot of common one is new people coming in. The best position on where to stand for wall balls. So this is a clip here, and basically the best way to do it is if you hold the wall ball, put your hands out nice and straight, wall ball touching the wall. That will give you roughly a good baseline on where to start when it comes to wall balls, whether it's a target or a wall that you're aiming for. The target should be attached to a post. If it's a squat rack or some kind of rack, yeah, same thing, ball out straight, touching the wall, and that should give you that perfect stance or a stance to start with, and then you can just play around with that as you get familiar with the movement. So now we've got that set, that position. The next one is basically just doing a rep. So you want the wall ball basically in front of your face, elbows underneath the wall ball. So imagine you're doing a shoulder press or something. You're just doing a nice shoulder press. Exactly the same when you push-ups. You do push-ups, elbows tucked in, and press. When you open a door, you press like that. If you push someone away, you press like that. You don't do this. Exactly the same bench press. Exactly the same with a wall ball. So you want to have those elbows tucked in and then a nice efficient movement with that. So ball in front of the face, and obviously you want to hit that squat. So make sure that hip crease passes below the knee. That is the standards in CrossFit, and they've also carried over the same standards into Hyrox. So the best way to reach that standard is to get another wall ball a 9kg wall ball, just a normal sized wall ball, put that behind you, and then when you squat down, your bum should touch that wall ball. So you don't have to sit on the wall ball. As long as you touch that wall ball, stand straight back up, you should hit that depth of a wall ball. If you can't get that low yet, or if you do squat that low, you fall backwards, then maybe look at widening your stance a little bit. So your feet should be shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider, and toes slightly turned outwards. And that will just allow an opening for your hips to sit back into. So your hips have got openings, so when you squat down, your hips should sit in that gap of where your feet is pretty much. So yeah, not hitting depth. So like I said, if you put a wall ball behind you, in Hyrox they put a box, I think, behind you to sit onto. Again, to train that, if you can't get that low just yet, then put a plate underneath the wall ball. So it could be like a 25kg plate or a 20kg bumper plate or plate. There's some nice thick bumper plates. Put 1 or 2 under the wall ball and then squat to that. Use plates, however many you need, which allows you to squat to that ball and focus on that. And then obviously as the weeks go on and your mobility gets better, then start dropping plates and lowering that wall ball. And then obviously in a couple of months' time, you should be able to squat lower and lower and lower and finally be able to touch that wall ball with no plates under it. So that's the basics for the wall ball. Like I said, find that position, hold the wall ball out front, touch the wall, elbows tucked underneath wall ball in front of your face. And then to hit depth, like I said, wall ball behind you, squat down, touch the wall ball, stand up, throw the ball. If you can't hit the depth, then put the wall ball on top of plates, however many plates are required, which allows you to touch your glutes to the wall ball. As you progress, drop the plates, lower the wall ball until you get down to hip crease below the knee for the wall ball. And then obviously when you stand up on the wall ball, so once your bum touches that the wall ball or you hit depth, stand up. Basically stand up at speed, not as quick as possible where you're using all your energy, but you want to stand up nice and fast. As you reach the top, squeeze your glutes. That basically allows you or tells you you've reached full extension, and obviously that power where you're standing up squeezing the glutes will allow you to throw that ball. So you want to use the energy of standing up to help assist with throwing that ball. So as you stand up, pop the hips, squeeze the glutes, that wall ball should slightly come off your shoulders or start traveling upwards just due to momentum. And then you just got to finish off that throw with your arms. So you're not using your shoulders and arms every single rep. You want to let the momentum do most of the work. Lift that wall ball as high as possible. And then all you got to do is finishing off that final push to throw that ball to the target. So that's a little slight tip. It's exactly the same when it comes to a barbell, when it comes to push press, split jerk and the Olympic lift. It's all about that dip and drive. If you can get that timing right, that barbell literally flies off your shoulders and you hardly got to do anything with the barbell. So it all comes from the hip, that hip extension, and the power of those glutes. Perfect. So we've touched on the wall ball, positioning of the wall ball away from the wall, the wall ball itself, how to hit depth on the wall ball and progress on the depth of wall balls, a little tip on how to help get the wall ball up more efficient. I think that's pretty much it for the wall balls. And then a wall ball capacity workout. So if you follow me on Instagram, like I said at the start of the video, the Rocks Coach, I will put it here on the screen, my Instagram tag, but the link will be in the description box below as well. I posted a wall ball workout the other day, so a couple of posts back now, depending on when you watch this video. But there is a wall ball workout I posted up. This is a slightly different one to what I normally prescribe people, but it's in a similar area of wall ball capacity. So the one I posted the other day, I'll put a photo here actually of the workout. This workout is pretty much max wall balls at 30 pounds. So it's a 14 kilogram wall ball. I'm not too sure. I think the women is a 20 pound wall ball. So 9 kilograms. Yeah. So I think it's max wall balls with a 14 kilogram ball if you're a male, 9 kilograms if you're a female. Once you hit max, but you want to make sure you go to complete failure. So literally where your shoulders completely give out, your arms or your legs, whatever gives out first, go until complete failure. Once you've failed, you're then going to rest for 30 seconds. It's literally hardly anything, no rest at all. And you're going to go straight onto the next ball down. So if you used a 14 kilogram wall ball for a guy, you're then going to drop down to a 9 kilogram wall ball, and then you're going to carry out max set of wall balls with that one. If you're a female and you used a 9 kilogram wall ball, you're going to drop down to a 6 kilogram wall ball, and then exactly the same thing, complete a max effort set of wall balls, again, to complete failure. Just do that for one set, see what you get. Again, put it in the comments below. It'd be interesting to see what reps you get. A total of reps, both sets of wall balls put together. That'd be quite interesting. With that, scaling wise, if you can't use the heavier weights, then just drop down to normal weights. So if a 14 kilogram wall ball and 9 kilogram wall ball is too heavy for you, if you're a guy, then just go 9 kilogram and then 6 kilogram. For females, exactly the same thing, 6 kilogram and then 3 kilogram. Hopefully your gym has got 3 kilogram wall balls. If you train at a CrossFit gym and they do CrossFit Kids, then you've probably got 3 kilogram wall balls, I hope. And kids ain't throwing 6 and 9s around. But yeah, so that's that one. And again, you can even scale that back even further. So if you are brand new, you can go 6 kilogram, 3 kilogram, both male or female, completely up to you. You could even go 3 sets. So you could go max set 9 kilograms, rest 30 seconds, max set 6 kilograms, rest 30 seconds, max set 3 kilograms. So just drop the weight of the ball down while completing max sets. Usually do 1 set of that because hopefully you should be going to complete failure, getting way over 100 reps, hopefully. So yeah, that is my wall ball workout on how to build capacity in the wall ball. Muscular endurance, local muscular endurance is a phase that we throw around, for a wall ball. Mainly it's shoulders. So you want to work on that local muscular endurance. So the shoulders is basically that local area. You want to build on the endurance in them. But yeah, there's loads of different methods people use. Coaches, I see on Instagram, coaches of just doing wall balls, shoulders only. So without the squat. Again, just to build that local muscular endurance in the shoulders by basically just doing shoulder presses with a wall ball. You don't have to do that. You can just do shoulder presses. They do exactly the same thing as a wall ball. The only difference with a wall ball is you've got narrow grip, but you do exactly the same thing with barbell or dumbbells. You can hold dumbbells, neutral grip, and do shoulder press that way. You can do exactly the same method with the wall ball, but with dumbbells. So you just run the rack. If you've done bodybuilding in the past, completely went mind blank then. Used to do as a teenager, run the rack. So you just do max dumbbell curls of 20 kilograms. As soon as you fail, down to 15s, down to 12s, down to 10s, and you just run the rack. You can do exactly the same thing with shoulder press. So neutral grip, max effort shoulder press, next weight, next weight, next weight. And again, you're just building that shoulder endurance, which will carry over to wall balls. So there's loads of different methods, training methods you can use to mix up training. You don't have to just keep doing wall balls every training session. Go in and do wall balls. Make sure you mix it up. Like I said, you can do shoulder presses, you can do press ups, you can do anything really. You just need to start thinking, becoming creative. Make sure you're still using the same muscle groups. It's the same movement pattern as what you want to improve, and you can go from there. But again, if you struggle with that, you can join our training program. So our Hyrox training program. If you sign up now, you get 7 days free. So 1 week free trial. It is in training blocks. So like one training block will focus on running, next one will focus on rowing, focus on like leg endurance, so we'll do like 20 rep squat program or something. There's always a focus to a training block, but we do focus on everything together, all in all, so all blends together. I think Saturdays is like brutal Saturdays, or battle Sundays, battle Saturdays, something like that. Can't remember the exact term, but Saturdays we do hit a long workout piece similar to like a Hyrox race, but you get that long mixed modal endurance piece in there as well. But thanks for watching. Hope you like this video. Again, please hit that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to see more videos like this, please chuck them in the comments below, and we'll do our best to get videos out to you guys in the future, and hopefully more content in the gym and not just me sat in my living room speaking to you guys. I want to try and get in more content where I'm actually doing movements, coaching, tips and etc., and not just putting clips on the screens around here to give you better visuals. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.